So we're about to react to the official trailer for Captain America: Brave New World. So we already got the teaser trailer a while back. This is the official trailer. I have not timed this very well. I've got to be somewhere in about 20 minutes. What? So that you're in the way. So I got straight into it. I don't know if we've particularly learned anything since the teaser that's relevant. There has been a lot of controversy around this film. I think mostly around the Israeli superhero. To me, it depends a lot on what to do with the character. I've not read the comics, so I don't know for sure. I have seen some reports that the character in the comics is really there's critique of settler colonialism, and if that's the case, then that's good. And you know, obviously the Captain America films so far have been kind of critical of a lot of things that would suggest that would be the way it aligns. I mean, you know, obviously the first Captain America film was just a superhero film in World War II. The second one was all about, you know, rejecting authoritarianism, rejecting kind of a nanny-state level of control, and then obviously the Civil War film. So they are often politically charged films, but like I said, I'm running out of time. I was hoping to have started this back 2 minutes earlier, and I haven't. So let's get straight into it.
You asked for me. Here I am.
You want to help me?
Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
Whatever this is, Kim, be careful.
What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
Right. I'm not. Wait for it. We're on the brink of war. We can't trust anyone.
This feels right. Captain America. You got to ask yourself, who's playing who?
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest? I don't want a variable out there that I can't control. Captain America caught without his wings.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
You don't even know what this is.
This is really great.
You want me? Come and get me!
Well. So yeah, let's see what I can analyze in the 5 minutes before I've got to go. Certainly, it's a film which positions itself as a political thriller. I mean, the trailer at least is positioning itself like that. Yeah, this is no extreme ride explain the trailer to my cat because she's trying to position herself here. The kind of the slideshow aesthetic of text being up on the screen one at a time. The very 80s use of, oh my god, was I playing music over that? I didn't even realize. Oops. Yeah, oops, Lily. Didn't even realize that I hadn't stopped the music. That's why you should always be monitoring your levels. Lesson for you people. Well, damn, my best. That was well, it's fine. It's not as if you're here to watch the actual trailer. You should have already watched it yourself. Can you stop it, Lily? So yeah, I'm distracted now. With the kind of very 80s split screen effects. So we already knew bits and pieces of this, which is what it presents itself at the beginning. That there's that assassination attempt on President Ross, who's now played by Harrison Ford.
States Thaddeus Ross.
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful.
What do we know?
Yeah,
There were 5 shooters.
this whole
This was a coordinated terrorist attack.
I need that music to stop. Lily! I think the music's still playing. No, the music isn't playing. What is playing? Okay, now it's stopped. I'm just gonna mute that.
Wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Okay, that's all working now. That's very annoying.
What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This
I love that kind of snap and the disappearance of the people in that moment. I did like that kind of cutting effect. That snap cut. And then yeah, so we in that assassination scene, there's more than just the one person going after the president. Is what we know from there. So there's gonna be like probably gonna be an extended kind of action sequence there.
was a coordinated terrorist.
I think that's the character who's the controversial one. There is a line later on which makes me hopeful that we're including here as a form of critique. That she might in fact be. It makes sense for her to be like one of the hidden villains.
Terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it. What?
And then here we obviously have Sam bursting into a thing. So it's where we've very much kind of got the underline of conflict throughout this trailer, of people kind of working against each other. I mean, it depends on how we'll execute it in the end. Obviously, Secret Invasion tried to go for that slant as well and was less successful with it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
So we get some extra context to that line from the earlier teaser, but in this one, it's in the context of Sam trying to like take control of the situation. Lily, get off my controls.
Wait.
I'm not.
So yeah, that line is in the context. If this stream is going terribly, I'm late. My cat's ruining it. I forgot to stop the music. This is what happens, you know. What was I saying? See, the context of that line, we've been given it now that Sam's trying to like basically take control of the situation and be like, you know, I'm Captain America, let me kind of fix it in a very kind of hero way. But obviously, I think hopefully continue the themes of Captain America and the Winter Soldier, where having a black person take on the mantle of Captain America was examined fairly well, I think, actually, all things considered. Is being continued here with people continuing to like not give Sam the same amount of respect that they would obviously have given Steve Rogers, and then we kind of see a variation of here Captain America's suit, but the Falcon kind of like wings and stuff. He's got the mask now rather than just the goggles, for presumably like the kind of high altitude, high octane stuff like that.
Wait for it.
I'm hoping that's just not a delayed shockwave from him landing. I'm not quite sure that's how it works physics-wise, but I might be wrong. I'm also not quite sure what's... Well, I guess he's wearing vibranium, and that kind of might protect the force of flying down full acceleration to the ground. Not 100% convinced, but I mean, maybe there's some reverse thrust there. But we get to see some more powers being used, which is good, because obviously it's a character who's existed now since... 2014's Winter Soldier. So 10 years this character's been on screen now, which actually is a considerable amount of time. So it's nice that we're kind of innovating a new kind of skill sets there.
We're on the brink of war.
I love this shot as well. I'm sure it's just for the trailer and not for the actual film. But it does kind of like solidify that kind of like whole spy thriller theme.
I can't trust anyone.
Funeral scene. Wonder who's died.
Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America.
Wondering who they're speaking to in that scene, because obviously they don't show it. So there might be a character who's either sister, the shot happens to be that way, or they're trying to deliberately hide someone. I should probably bring up the cast list, because I realize that I am like forgetting a lot of who's who in here. So a bunch of the characters from Captain America and the Winter Soldier kind of reappear. So we've got Danny Ramirez as Torres, who's a new Falcon. Isaiah Bradley was the other character whose name I was forgetting. And the Israeli one, it's really former Black Widow, is Ruth Bat-Seraph, played by Shira Haas, who is an Israeli actress, and that's kind of like a big concern that maybe it's not going to be overly critical of his stuff. But it might be. Who knows?
America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
So I think that's Esposito playing Seth Volker as Sidewinder. Who I think that's new news. That wasn't announced in the previous teaser. River, stop it. That's pretty cool. And it's great that Mackie's getting kind of like the full like leading star treatment here with this, because that's obviously like out of film context. There's still like, this is very much a case of like art imitates real life, and the whole idea of a black actor taking a lead role in a role which is normally played by a white actor is obviously part of it as well.
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest.
Someone's been. Someone
Trying to recognize who the people in the background
has
are.
been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest.
Once again, being arrested. I wonder if this is the flip side of the scene earlier when they're getting the shield back out of the car. Because it seems like similar cars. Although it's a different time of day, so who knows.
I don't want a variable out there that I can't control.
Stop!
The Celestial from Eternals. Not forgotten. Now we see it again in the trailer for this film.
Captain.
How much of a big plot relevance it plays, or how much of it is simply a background, is unclear.
America caught without his wings.
I think that's kind of more of the assassins, as well as Zaya, who we see in the background.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
So that's the line that I think is implying that we might get some actual critique in this film, like we've got in the previous films, and the fact that the line comes on and then the next character is Ruth Bat-Seraph. I'm hoping is portraying her character, even if it's not explicitly to do with her Israeli background. I'm hoping is portraying her background, portraying her character as that kind of shady agent of the state type character. Oh, my green screen is ungreen screening. I can't bother to fix it right now.
What if this is a trap?
You don't even know what this is.
And then we see the confirmation of Harrison Ford transforming into Red Hulk.
They read.
You want me? Come and get me!
And that's Captain America: Brave New World, which is coming out February the 14th. Okay, well, I'm late, so I'm going to end it there, more or less, because I really should have timed this much better. So it wasn't the greatest kind of reaction, but hey, we stay shiny. So who we don't see in this trailer is we haven't seen Liv Tyler as the return of Betty Ross. I don't think we saw Tim Blake Nelson unless they were one of the characters who we saw in The Shadow. So we still got them yet to see, presumably in maybe a further TV spot. But thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to go have breakfast now. Goodbye.